And okay, it didn't seem like the mic unmuted there for a minute, but now we have returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Look at the glorious, blinding sunlight that's coming in through my window. I feel like maybe if I do that, maybe it's not going to be as bad. Yeah, it's a bit better, I guess. Whatever. Anyway. So welcome back to the stream. That was Their Faces Still Haunt Us by Ben Crossbones. That, of course, is off of the Oregon Trail soundtrack. Not Oregon Trail, Oregon Trail. It's the zombie, for lack of a better term, parody of that. And I still say Oregon Trail is quite possibly one of the best zombie games I've ever played, and it certainly has one of the best soundtracks. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I'm playing that because, of course, we're going to play a little bit more Project Zomboid today. I had no idea. See, I still have this thing for a specific Retro Sunday thing that I want to do that I've had for months that I haven't actually showcased on stream. But it seems like nearly every Sunday now, I only have maybe like 2 hours to... Well, I mean, most times I have to stream, I only have like 2 hours to stream. And it's something I want to spend at least a few hours digging into. So I'm like, shit, what have I already got going that I can get into? So I was half thinking Yakuza, but I didn't want to go through the rigmarole of setting up the capture card, so here we are with some more Project Zomboid. I'm gonna do like an hour and a half to 2 hours of that. Why? Because life. That's why. Life. So... Well, I mean, hopefully life. I might end up dying. I'm still suffering from that extreme burn wound in Project Zomboid, so there's that. And, you know, hopefully I don't fire up the game and suddenly there's a bunch of zombies invading my living space like there was last time. But anyway, I have a specific goal in mind in Zomboid right now. And that is... Start, I need to do this because something's gone fucked up in my computer. I have a specific goal in mind for Zomboid, and that is, last time I played, it looked like the water had finally gotten cut off. And because I'm most of the way through the first month... Oh, good. I was gonna say, is this even gonna work? Seeing as how I'm most of the way through the first month, it looks like the power is probably going to get cut pretty soon, too. And I've found several generators, but I don't have the means to use it. I don't have the generator manual. See, the funny thing about this is I started another character in another section of the map a while ago, just for shits, and I found the generator magazine almost immediately. Now, I'm assuming I still need the generator magazine to learn how to use a generator, because I know they've changed how some of the skills are learned now. Like, it looks like if you have certain items in your inventory, you can take the time to reverse engineer them, basically have a look at it, and then you figure out how it works. I don't know if that works for generators, probably not. Okay, this one is the, yeah. So anyway, I think the plan is I'm going to stock up on, like, non-perishable food. Oh, this is the first time I've played this since the last update. So maybe there will be a pile of zombies in the room again. I'll just have to be on guard once I actually load in the game. But yeah, the plan is I'm going to stockpile a bunch of perishable food, well, non-perishable food, I should say. I'm going to put that in the truck along with a gas can or two, and I am going to drive, because I think there's a city called, Ekron, or a small town at least called Ekron, further up the road from where I am, and that looks like it has probably some stuff like hardware stores and shit. Maybe I'll find an electrical van along the way, something like that. And hopefully, I'll be able to find the book I need to get a generator going. I could continue trying to build down by the gas station, but that's going to be kind of pointless unless I can hook it up to power. I mean, you can survive without power, and honestly, it's suggested that you learn to do so. Because I don't think they've established it in the game yet, but in the long run, what they want to do is they want to make it so that gasoline, A, runs out in the pumps, which only makes sense, there should only be so much in those tanks, and B, eventually goes bad, because gasoline does not store forever. After a few years, I think it does actually go bad. But I don't think that's the case right now, so I want a generator going. Okay, it looks like there's nobody here. I may as well take this book with me, too, for reading purposes. What have I got on me? Pen, alcohol wipes, bandage. The scissors and the can opener are all good stuff to have. I should probably take a saw and an axe with me as well, just in case. But, let's make some grub before I go anywhere. I gotta get my weight up. Although I think my weight is currently on the rise anyway. Yes, it is. Alright, good. Good, good. Good, good. I have a griddle pan in there? Where'd that go? It's right there. Okay, good. Alright, so anyway, I think what I need to do is I need to take some stuff with me. Well, you know what? I think I'm actually going to take this sewing kit with me because I could probably use that to stitch up wounds in case I get really fucked up. I think I'm going to hang on to the crowbar because it takes forever for that thing to break. I think I'll take the axe with me just in case I need it to chop down some trees or what have you. Same thing with the wood saw. I'll take that with me in case. Can I attach that to... Yeah, see, I can learn how to make them. Yeah, it would have been nice if I was able to attach that to my belt, but I guess I can't. Do I have a screwdriver in my inventory? No, I better take one of those too. I'll attach that to my belt. Is that hammer holding up? That's not great. If I'm lucky, I'll find another one along the way. Can I do something with the bat? Okay, I need maintenance level 3 for that. I need curving level 6 for that. I need a wooden baseball bat for that. Welding level 4. Okay, so I can, like, upgrade the baseball bats, but I don't have the means to do so yet. Hello, Baked. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Been a while. Feel like you haven't been able to catch me as much on the West Coast time. Yeah. I was wondering about that. We haven't seen you around here for a bit. The other thing about that is that, I haven't had as much time to stream, and a lot of times when I stream now, it's like on the weekends and are this early in the day, as opposed to later in the day. So, you know, there's that. But no, it's good to see you back. Hopefully you've been having, things have been going well for you. Here I am rummaging around all my stuff. You know what? Let's switch over to the black cowboy hat. Why? Why not? Important gear. Important gear to take. Seriously though, I thought I had a screwdriver here somewhere. Yeah, no, I'm not doing too bad. Busy, like yourself. Suffering through the throes of winter now. We've had multiple... Oh, I better take some painkillers. We've had multiple blizzards. I mean, they haven't been, like, awful, but they haven't been great. And, I don't like it. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of snow. Everything has turned into a sheet of ice now. It's great. Okay, you know what? I think I must have a screwdriver out in the truck. Let's go investigate. Yeah, because I think we started last week with a blizzard. And then we ended it with a blizzard, because we had one overnight on Sunday and a Monday. And then we had one overnight... What's going on here? Oh, that's gotta go up there. I was gathering water. Then we had one, I better take this stuff too. We had one overnight Thursday into Friday. And it was kind of shitty. Oh, you love snow, but you've only lived 5 or so winters? Yeah, you've probably been in places that didn't really have a whole hell of a lot of it. Me, on the other hand, I've been getting them my entire life. Some have been better than others. Oh, I honestly can't remember where I've put stuff. Let's pop this propane tank in here. Why not? I really need to have designated spots for things, but, you know. That requires me planning ahead. Which is what I'm trying to do here. So I'll keep the backpack and the welding torch and mask, even though for whatever reason I couldn't use that shit before. I'll keep the propane tank. I don't need the planks. I think I'll take the rifle. Though actually, let's equip that right now, because I need to see something. Laughs in Los Angeles, 8 degrees Celsius. Although, see, the funny thing about that, it's actually kind of wild. Okay, that actually takes 308 rounds. Okay, so I'll leave the gun in here. It's actually kind of wild, but for a period there before Christmas, and I think even just afterwards, we were having warmer weather than a lot of places south of us. Which is absurd. Like, what would happen is we'd have, like, -5 or something, and then it would shoot up to 10 or 15, and then drop down below 0 again. Which I hate. I hate it when it does that. I would prefer it if it just got cold, froze over, and stayed that way for months, you know? Because otherwise, it just becomes this god-awful mess, and there's just ice everywhere, and it's hard as hell to get around. And I am not a fan. Okay, well, I'll take that, but I don't have the, let's see. So let's pop the wood saw and the stone axe in the trunk as well. Do I want to take that propane tank? No, I'll probably be able to find another along the way, so let's stow that here. That way I've got more space. Or when it hovers around melting so it snows and freezes, but there's slosh everywhere. Yep. That shit is real fun to walk around in. Especially since the city of St. John's is notoriously bad for keeping their sidewalks clear. I've had all kinds of issues with that the past little while. Sidewalk? No, more like a side slip, yeah, exactly. doing? Flashlight, bandage, pen, alcohol wipes. Okay, so all this stuff is stuff I need to take with me. Now I'll take the book too for reading purposes. Read me a good book. The sewing kit, just in case I need to stitch up any wounds. I should grab some extra water too. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to keep all this, just in case. Sewing kit in the back. Now, what have I got in the truck itself? Much gas? That's pretty close to full, but I may as well top it up. Again, I got no idea when the... the power's going to give out. And mostly just nothing but junk in there. I know I've got a screwdriver somewhere. Maybe I got it in the car out here? Okay, there's a screwdriver there. That's a weird spot to put it, but I'll take it. May as well have a gander to see what I got in this car as well. Wrench isn't bad, I'll take that too. Don't really need the shovel. Okay, there's another gas can, but I think I'll leave that here with this car. Plastic bag full of plastic bags. Something else I'm going to do, seeing as I don't have enough water in the house to do it, is I'm going to wash myself in the river. Because again, the water is giving out, unfortunately. That bandage hasn't gotten dirty in quite some time, but I'm half afraid to take it off just in case. Yeah, I got a bunch of random odds and ends here. Like I said, I really need to build and organize this place out better, but I'm not going to do that until... Oh, there's a claw hammer there. You know what? I may as well take that one. The one I've got is starting to break down. Can I wash myself in the dark, I wonder? The other benefit to living next to a natural water source, you don't have to worry about keeping yourself clean. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I do really need to actually set up this place more, and I started building a defensive wall up next to the stairs leading up to the apartment. But none of that is going to be any good unless I can power the place. Do I want a chance taken off? No, I'm going to leave the bandage on just in case. Burns take forever to heal in this game, which is, you know, not a shock. Alright, I should go up and, I should probably go up and grab myself some grub. Like, actually eat something, and, also pack a bunch of snacks into the truck. Let's drink that bottle of bleach. No, let's not do that. That's a terrible idea. If I get bit, then I'll drink that. Then I will drink that bottle of bleach. Yeah, I'll I'll take the dehydrated meat stick and the high-highs. Yeah, a screwdriver in there too. Also a rubber hose. Do I have a rubber hose in the... I do have a lighter, right? Oh, I don't have a lighter. Okay, I better take that. Sure, I've got one around here somewhere, but... Okay, I've already got a rubber hose in there. Good. Just in case, for whatever reason, I end up needing to get more gas. Alright, so I think I'll put all this in the glove box. Same thing with the wrench, that can go in there too. Keep the scissors, because that might come in handy while I'm running around. So let's make ourselves something to eat. Yeah, let's make some kind of stir fry, I guess. It's always a good choice. That sausage is stale, so it's just well to use that up. There ain't nothing worse than a stale sausage. Doesn't look like anything else is going stale, so I'll just hit random. Get some of that lard in there. Gotta keep my weight up. And some ranch, too. Mmm, delicious. What do I have in here now? Sausage, ground beef, corn, pasta, it looks like ramen noodles, salt, pepper, lard, and ranch dressing. Fuck yeah. The good stuff. So it's gonna help pack on the pounds, which I have been drastically losing weight because I wasn't paying too much attention to that. See, the other character that I actually made in the other game of this I'm playing off stream, I made it specifically so that she started incredibly overweight, just so I wouldn't have to worry about this. She's incredibly overweight, she has a slow metabolism, so it takes her a long time to lose weight, and she doesn't need to eat much. So it's a bit of a chore starting off, but, like, she'll survive better in the long run. Hello, Rolls. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. At some point, when this character inevitably dies, I hope that's a long way down the road, but, or maybe if I want to try something a little different. I might switch over to that character, because I've got her specifically geared towards living off the land. She's a park ranger. She's NG Granger the park ranger. Because that's how creative I am. Yeah, perhaps eventually I'll, you know, do a game with that character. That started off with a dusting of snow in the forecast for Monday night, Wednesday up to upwards of 12 inches. The irony, me and Baked were just talking about snow and how much I despise it. Well, that's not fair. I don't necessarily despise it. I just hate the way we've been getting it mostly these days. Okay, I'm starting to get a bit tired, so I should probably take a little nap before I head out. If I had a tent, I'd take a tent with me, but I might be able to find one later. All else fails, I could sleep in the truck. You love it as long as you don't have to drive in it. Yeah, I get that. I love it too, as long as I don't have to walk in it. Although even then, I don't mind walking in it. It's like walking in it when I specifically have to go somewhere, like if I'm running behind or something. That I'm not a fan of. You know what? I think I'm going to eat the rest of this before I go. I don't want to be taking something perishable with me. Alright, so let's take a bunch of canned goods. I think I'll leave the unlabeled stuff behind. Alright, so let's take the chocolate bar. It's a shitload of bolognese. Canned sardines are pretty good, I'll take them. I think I'll take the caffeine pills, just in case. Peaches and pineapple. Some other canned goods in the fridge too, didn't I? Yeah, canned chili. Alright, that much should do. I don't know how far out I'm gonna go, but I might end up getting stuck somewhere, so... Alright, let's fill up this with what little water I've got left in there. And let's take out... Do I got a stack of stuff I can take? I got a bunch of water and some beer bottles. Let's take those. Alright. I think I'm geared up as good as I'm gonna get. Pop all this crap in the truck. And mosey. Alright, so how much of this can I fit in the glove box? All of it. Perfect. Look, zombie friend. What are you doing here? Oh look, other zombie friend. Okay, so I think the gas tank is on the left, according to this, so... Now that car's kind of in the way, so I'll have to do this. Of course, the other thing I want to do is take out these zombies. I don't want to kill them too close to the house. I've got enough corpses around here stinking up the place as it is. Now, if I kill you on the campfire... Yeah, close enough. And I can take you out on the other side of the fence, it's fine. Now, I think I'm gonna perk the truck a bit too close to the pumps, but we'll see. Oh yeah. I should do it. Yeah, speaking about the snow and all that, and what I was saying earlier about the city not being terribly great at keeping the sidewalks clear, going to work all this past week, there was no clear sidewalk between here and work at all. I had to play chicken with an oil truck once. Oh, there must be a car I've got the keys to up there. But anyway, what I'm doing is I think there's a town called Ekron straight up the road here. So I'm going to head on up the road and hopefully find some warehouses and stuff. If I'm real lucky, I'll come across an electrical van, because my main goal is I need to find a book that teach me how to use generators. Then I can come back and actually properly build up this place. So we're going on a bit of a road trip. Hello, zombie. house! Now, I don't think I'm gonna get distracted by that. I might look out and find it in there, if they got like a tool shed or something. But I think I want to try to get as far afield from here as I can, and then slowly work my way back. And the road's shit out this way. There's a path leading somewhere. It's another field. There's so many little side avenues you can explore in this game. Ooh, that's a pile of logs. Might come in handy sometime. No, I'm not going to stop and check that out now. Although that might be a good place to stock up on more building material. Oh, hello! What's this? Oh, wait, I think I know what this is. I've heard about this place. This is a massive gun store. And this is possibly one of the most infested places in the game now. Guns Unlimited, that's it. Yeah, because this building over here is huge, and it's got all kinds of firearms in it. Here's another one of these buildings. What are you? Eh, there's just a standard zombie by the looks of it. Okay, you know what? Just for the sake of it, I think I'm gonna pop out and kill that one. Because the more zombies I kill around this area, the easier it's gonna be for me to loot it afterwards. But I am in no way, shape, or form ready to go in here yet. Steak knife. I'll take that. Yeah, I've heard tales of people spending, like, in-game months trying to clear out this place. Hi. Yeah, I might be relatively safe up here. Let's get out and have a little look down. There's also apparently a fairly decent place to base up in there, but the problem is you gotta clear out all the zombies to do it. Okay. Oh yeah, no, see, there's a pile of them just outside of the place. Of course, this reminds me, you know something I didn't think to check that I took with me? Bullets. Yeah, no. Although then again, I think I may have used up all the bullets in that gun. Well, hopefully I don't need them. Okay, yeah. It's starting to get a bit tangly. Let's leave. We're gonna have that tucked away in our mind for later. You know, if we survive this trip. That might be the most dangerous area down this way, but it's probably not the only dangerous area down this way. Ah, that looks like a warehouse. Now, the only problem with this is it's so close to Guns Unlimited, we might have a problem. Because if that horde comes up the road looking for me... I mean, I should be able to dodge them if I'm careful, but let's drive in to this area and have a look. I'm not sure what this building is. What's in here? Alright, so that's just a bunch of generators. Guess this must be a construction site of some kind? Okay, this might be a problem. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna get cornered up here, because all the zombies from Guns Unlimited are gonna find their way up. So far, we're not doing too bad. He's got a paring knife. That one's wearing a corset. If I want to steal that and feel real sexy. Also disgusting, because it's probably covered in filth. I feel like swiping undergarments off of a zombie is probably not a great idea. Unless you thoroughly clean it first. Let that be a life lesson. Okay, I think I'm about to come up here far enough I don't have to worry about the Guns Unlimited horde for now. But I guess we'll see. Feeling a bit tired. Let's sit down, take a breather. Maybe read my book. Oh, I'm still carrying the goddamn griddle pan. I meant to leave that back home. Oh well. God, I accidentally took the griddle pan with me. I didn't take any bullets for my handgun. I really didn't plan ahead. It's probably good enough. Let's pop the griddle pan in the trunk. Oh, and the steak knife too. Don't need that. It might come in handy along the way, but I'll leave it in the trunk for now. Zombie friend! Let me introduce you to my good pal Crowbar. Observe. My good friend Crowbar and his brother, Mr. Boot. Okay. Now, is this door the only way in? Looks like there's a side door down there. Alright, let's check it out. I don't think there's any ground floor windows. Giant field. If I'm fortunate, I'll find what I'm looking out for in here, but I don't think that's likely. Well, let's see if I can dismantle that. Well, I'll get rid of this zombie first, just in case. If I'm lucky, I only need the screwdriver to take that door apart, but I think I might need the welding torch. Oh, nope. Everything I need for that. Except it's doing that thing again, where it won't actually go through the animation. Yeah. Yeah, I just need the hammer and the screwdriver, but it won't. Okay, I'm gonna have a look to see if this is an actual bug that people have caught on to, because this is the second time this has happened. Because I tried doing this with the welding torch and a door back in Echo Creek, and it didn't seem to work for some reason. So let me have a gander here. Zomboid. See, Zomboid disassemble bug, maybe? Okay, here we go. This is somebody talking about the same problem. See if it actually helps me with my issue here. Yeah, because this person has the issue more times than not. I am unable to disassemble doors. I have the required items, and my character walks over to the door. The bar appears for a fraction of a second, like it did with me, before disappearing and nothing happens. It's been happening with both standard wooden plastic doors as well as metal doors when I have the, Okay, and nobody answers that question. It's just like, oh, I can't do it, and that's it. Okay, so right quick, like, I can't really figure out a way to do that, so let's just take it down with the crowbar. This is going to take a hell of a lot more work, but I want in. I want to see what's in here. It'd be a lot faster if I had a sledgehammer, but... Yeah, this is the way I had to do it last time, too. I'm gonna have to look up to see if there's something... some sort of fix people have discovered for this. How's my crowbar looking anyway? Yeah, see, I think that probably took a lot of the conditioning off of it. Which sucks. What also sucks is that there was probably no reason for me to come in here. I may have just wasted my time and energy. Unless there's something good upstairs. The answer is fuck all is upstairs. Well, that was a waste. Let's go eat a snack. Nah, I'm gonna have to go out the other way. I mean, this is a cool building, don't get me wrong. I feel like you'd be able to repurpose this into a fairly decent base, maybe. Because there's no windows on the ground floor, there's only 2 points of entry. It's pretty close to Guns Unlimited, but not close enough that you're gonna immediately draw the horde towards you. You just have to fill it out with the amenities, shall we say. That's a weird looking bug there. I don't think that is supposed to look like that. Oh boy. I am drowsy. Yeah, looks like there's a couple of buildings down that way. I was gonna say, what's that on the roof of my truck? But I think that's just a bit of blood. Must be a piece of zombie. Well, let's head down this way. If there's a house, I'll sleep in it. Okay, yeah, here we go. If I can clear this place out, it'll be a nice place to stay for a little. Shit. See, even being a little bit tired can fuck up your combat pretty badly. Okay, you probably... That's probably a key to that house. Oregano. That zombie did tag me, so I gotta check. Okay, I think I might have damaged my boots a little. But it didn't punch through it. It's a big house. Got here. Take the battery. Take the box of screws. Probably need the dust mask. Take the wire. Steel sheet. A lot of this is stuff that might come in handy sometime in the future. Plank's alright, but I don't want to take that right now. There's a lot of them down there. I might actually be better off sleeping in the truck. Although, you know what? I don't think I will. Okay, let's pop all this on that seat. Except for that. That steel sheet can go on the other seat. Let's see, let's eat let's eat this. There's those caffeine pills. I think I got those put in the glove box. Yeah, let's take one of them. I think they take a little bit to take effect, but hopefully that'll keep me going enough that I can get in the house. Although so far it doesn't seem like it's actually doing anything. However, the zombies do seem as if they've dispersed enough that I should be able to take them out a few at a time. It's a nice house. Although that guy's gonna bust out that window now. Break the window and then leave. What a dick. What a dick. I feel like those caffeine pills didn't really do anything. Sounds like there might be one in the house too, though. Ah! I'm that poorly. I thought you were down. Where now? Also getting pretty thirsty, but I'm not too concerned about that just yet. Let's rest down here. Hungry again. Alright, so if I'm lucky, there's not too many of them in the house. This place kind of has the same layout as the new Cortman Medical Building I'll draw. Beer! Delicious. Yeah, I don't think I want some rotten pizza. Drink all that orange juice, though. And tuna is good. Wait, do they not have a sink? Anyway, I'm getting pretty tired, so I better clear out the zombie that I hear roving around here somewhere and find a spot to sleep. And I can't walk underneath the staircase? That's weird. Okay, he's there. Hello, friend. Honestly, that residence key is probably for this place. Take the small handle. And the electrical wire, that stuff might be useful for later. I really shouldn't be loading myself down with too much crap, though. You hear another zombie somewhere. Take the metal baseball bat, that's going to be handy. I may actually swap out my crowbar for that, because I've got a bunch of metal baseball bats, it doesn't matter if I break one. No sinks, though. Eat all this yogurt. The fish fillet I can cook in the morning if I need to. I hear a zombie, but I don't know if that's outside or up here. Up here. Alright then, madam. Let's roll. It's weird. There's not a single goddamn sink in this place. Is there a bathroom up here? It'd be weird if there's no bathroom. Hello, Time Lord Bilbo. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Light switch? There's one here. Good enough. Good enough. But yeah, let's fill up our... Oh. Ah, you are as well a fellow Newfie. Well, welcome into the stream, fellow Newfie. Oh, tweezers. Maybe I should take those. Antibiotics. I should definitely take those. But yes, happy to have you here. Just take that empty bottle and fill that up. Ah yes, hashtag that Avalon life. Fear and trembling. But, which I suppose I may as well agree with. Seeing as how I've been living here for 16 years. Feel like I can't accurately claim I'm a Bayman anymore. Why you jump? CD, sarcastic. Isn't it sarcastic, don't you think? Maybe a little too sarcastic. And that's all I'm getting because of Newfoundland and the small townness. Yeah. It's hilarious how large the island is, but it doesn't take much to figure out exactly where someone is from just by talking to them for like 5 minutes. Oh, so early. I may as well just hang out in this house for a little bit. Maybe I'll go outside and try to explore the, You know what? I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna chance taking that bandage off, because hopefully that's healed up now. Oh, thank God. I am no longer horribly burned. Yeah, speaking of that concept, though, it just reminds me, back when I was younger, especially when I was in high school, a lot of the people I went to school with were like, they couldn't wait till they graduated and got to the quote-unquote big city, you know, St. John's. And, because they were like, oh, this place is too small, everybody knows everybody else. And then they moved to St. John's and they discover that it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Like, because St. John's is big, don't get me wrong, and a lot of people live here, but it's still very much small town mentality in a larger town, essentially. Like, a lot can be determined by asking how many Timmies you have in your town. In my case, the answer was none. Place I grew up, we didn't have one of those. Still don't, actually. Yeah, so there's... It seems to me as if there's not really much of any use in this house. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna put away the crowbar for now. And I'll equip the baseball bat instead. Oh, you grow up in Memperl? See, the funny thing about that is... where I grew up, especially, I mean, you know, most every small rural community will think the same. Basically, everything over the overpass is St. John's, right? So, like, anyone who lives in the general vicinity of St. John's is Downey. That's just the way it be. Oh, I should probably check that mailbox. Sometimes you can find magazines in the mailboxes. Magazine. Me. Me. Oh, you've been yo-yoing between Newfoundland and Ontario for a little while? Yeah, there's a lot of folk who do something similar. Like I said, I've been living here basically my entire life to some capacity or another. I'd better take these out before I actually cook anything else. I haven't even really done a lot of traveling in like the last 5 to 6 years. Which is a shame, because there was a period of time where I used to travel around a whole bunch, but I just haven't had the means or opportunity for a while. Used to go to a lot of concerts, mainly. Oh, you lived in Ontario for your teen years and you got the accent beat out of you? Sounds about right. I know, sometimes I find the whole accent thing to be pretty arbitrary anyway. Because I've talked to many people from outside the province, and I've had some of them tell me I have a really thick accent, I've had some of them tell me I don't have any accent at all, and I've had some others tell me that it only comes and goes. I'm like, which is it? You know? And I don't think I change my voice anytime, you know? It's just, you know, this is my speaking voice. Granted, I did change it a little bit when I said that, but there we are. Someone once told you that he could tell you grew up in town or the mainland by the way you said concert, actually. Yeah, there's certain words that'll really trigger people figuring that out. Anyway, I'll be back in a couple of secs. I got a couple of secs, you heard me. Don't misconstrue that any. In a sec is probably the best way to say it. I need to go get some more coffee. Of course, walking away from this game is a dangerous proposition, but my headphones got pretty good range. I would have heard a zombie creeping up on me. Heavy Newfie accent say concert, not concert. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they're gonna actually go see Khan Noonien sing, right? Yeah, I don't know what I did making this coffee, but, I fucked up somehow, because there's a pile of grounds in there. That's alright, makes it a bit chewier. Get you some of that concentrated caffeine. I'm not going to fully loot this place, but I will take some stuff. More food, the better. Should I take the beer? No, I'll leave the beer. Let's eat this dirty old pickle. I hate pickles. That's what I'm saying here. If you know what I mean. Guess I had to leave for a couple of secs, apparently, and then I ate a dirty old pickle, so God only knows. We're getting all the innuendo today. What a sentence. Yeah, I remember one time, whenever I think about that, I always think about, I went to a trip, I went on a trip to a few places in Europe when I was in high school. And because we were a relatively small group, they ended up partnering us up with another group who was doing the same tour from, I think they were from Saskatchewan. Yeah, I think they were from Saskatchewan. And there was quite a lot of comments about the accents. And one of the main things was the fact that they kept commenting on the fact that we usually pronounced our O's more like A's. So one of them specifically used basically the sentences like, we're gonna go play some hacky on the pond. And then I responded with, oh, well, if you prefer, we can go play some hockey on the pond, if you wish. Do have to ask, is Newfoundland accent about or a boot? I doubt. I've never really pronounced the word about with the long O, because it seems like the long O was more of a mainland Canada thing, like, you know, like the whole hockey thing, right? One of the defining characteristics of a really thick Newfoundland accent, and I do it myself sometimes, is that you either drop H's off of words or you add an H to a word at the beginning of it. And here I am just trying to think of some examples. I mean, I've heard people say ain't, like the word, non-word ain't as hain't sometimes. I ain't got no time for that. Ooh, map. I'll take that. Knowing where the hell I'm going is always a good time. Already checked the trunk. Yeah, I did. There's nothing there. Did I check the trunk of this car? Nah, it's just got a rubber hose. Now, see, I could try to siphon some gas out of these cars, but, I don't really need any at the moment. It's not like I traveled very far. Now, this cab looks like it's in pretty decent condition. Problem is, I can't get into it without breaking the window. I'd sooner not do that. I love how this is just an empty lot in the middle of nowhere, apparently. Scour around with foraging, maybe I'll find the key. Found a branch. That can be handy. Saw an Irish TikTok describing us as feral Irish pirates. You know, weirdly, that's actually a pretty good descriptor. Can't say they were all Irish, but there were quite a lot of pirates in the area. Well, I can't say I'm a historian or anything. I do know quite a bit about the golden age of piracy. And one thing I do know is that Black Bart, Bartholomew Roberts, he quite famously, he was one of the most successful pirates of the golden age. And one of his biggest raids happened here, actually. In the town of Trepassey. And it's kind of stupid what happened, because what happened is there was, I think there were a few military ships, and there were like dozens, if not hundreds, of fishing vessels just kind of like stationed outside of Trepassey. And he just kind of sailed right into the middle of it, and nobody realized he was there until it was too late. And then they couldn't do anything to try to stop him, because if they did, they would have blown themselves to Kingdom Come. So he ended up robbing the whole fleet blind, and he took the best ship to turn into his new flagship. Okay, there's a lot of zombies here. Why is that? Now, of course, Black Bart was Welsh, I believe, so... Because our province was the last to join Canada, our accent has not quite let go of its Britishness. I mean, that's true. I can see that. So it still has elements of English, Irish, and Scottish accents. Jesus, I'm tired again. But yeah, we really do have quite the mongrel of an accent, don't we? Okay, you know what? I'm not too far away from that house. I'm just going to drive back to it and sleep there. At least I don't think I'm too far away from that house. How far did I get? I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, it's just down there. See, this is the problem about trying to make a character roughly based off of yourself in this game. Because I gave myself two specific traits. One is that I am wakeful, which is I don't need a lot of sleep, which is true. I usually don't need a lot of sleep to keep going. The other one, however, is a restless sleeper, which is also true, because I wake up multiple times in a night. See, they basically counteract each other. Oh yeah, getting into stuff like the origins of sayings is usually pretty interesting, especially if like there's a very specific regional one that you grow up with. And you assume that it's like a standard thing, but like then you talk to somebody not from where you grew up and they have no idea what the fuck you're saying. There's a lot of that here. Oh, you've got chronic neck issues, so you always wake up feeling like you slept on it wrong. I know that feeling. For me, it's usually my back, and now my left shoulder has been really fucked up. I think I mentioned this when I was streaming yesterday, but like I simply could not move my left arm on Tuesday after I was out shoveling snow on Monday. And I still feel it a little bit now, like right up on the top of the shoulder in the muscle, there's sort of a pain. Not fun, not a fan. 1 second now. Oh, I believe I have a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay. I wasn't quite sure that the mic was working. See, I got that Stream Deck thing set up that I can, like, automatically mute the mic, and that way I don't have to deal with the really loud clicking coming from the mic whenever I press its built-in mute button. But see, I don't know what happened, but the little button for the mic on the Stream Deck used to actually have a little, slash through it whenever it wasn't on. It doesn't do that anymore. And if I press the button for too long, it mutes it again. So it's hard for me to tell exactly when it's operating again. It's weird. In any case, I'm back, so let's get back to trying to find that goddamn generator magazine. Honestly, I'm kind of afraid to drive back home on account of the fact that I don't know what that giant horde by... What's this place? That giant horde by Guns Unlimited is going to do. Seems pretty infested, whatever this place is. Okay, this seems like some sort of industrial area. Maybe I'll look out and find something here. Hopefully that key will help me. You also picked up the saying misses since you've been back here. Yeah, that's one of those things that just like randomly calling people misses is apparently more of a here thing, and that's something else I didn't even realize. Oh, that's a big goddamn factory. Alright, maybe I'll find something useful in here. For some reason, I get the feeling no, maybe I won't. Oh, you gotta do a Cheez-Its run? Rolls? I wish you luck in your journey for Cheez-Its. Oh boy, antidepressants. Delicious. Yeah. Yeah, pager, in case you really wanted to know this takes place in the 90s. Cooler. I'm getting a little hungry again. Hopefully I'll find some snacks in like a break room or something here, but I don't know what the odds of that are. Joke's on you, bot. I can be bought with a steep tea and muffin from Tim's. I'm the cheap viewer here. Yes, I see Rolls has eliminated another robot. I swear, I seem to get more and more of those things these days, although this is the first one I've seen in a while. And lantern bottle. But okay, some of this stuff is pretty good. Definitely going to go buy viewers and give my credit card to a not sketchy at all looking website. No, yeah, it's great. You'll get all the viewers. You get all the viewers, and surely your bank account isn't going to get drained to fund some form of, I don't know, doomsday weapon, I guess. Wanna become famous? I'm just waiting for the day it turns out that Roll's little joke here isn't actually a joke, and it turns out he's been a robot all along. I tell you, that's one hell of a long con if that's the case, Rolls. You've been here for years. Little rat fella running around. If they have steep tea, you are so there. I can probably be bought with a really nice cup of coffee. You give me a really, really good one, I'm probably golden. I feel like I did a lot of stomping and a lot of not hitting anything just then. Ah, crap. This isn't good. There's a lot more of them in here than I thought. I better make a beeline back to the truck. Help me, rat! I gotta go get her a snack anyway. It's one. Let's get out of here. What we got? Let's eat these highs. You know, I don't think I took enough snack food. I'll eat the chocolate bar too while I'm at it. This is an interesting, remarkably large place. I don't know if I'm actually... I don't know if it's even a good idea for me to check this place out. I might be better off coming back later. I don't know what the odds are of me finding a generator book in here. Yeah, let's mosey on down the road. Yeah, because these look like, barracks or something as well. Oh, there's a house. Or a business? I don't know, let's go check that out. Maybe I'll find something good. covered in so much blood. Those work boots are actually in pretty decent condition. I think I might take them. A nice sturdy pair of boots is always handy in the zombie apocalypse. All the better to bash in some heads. I like how I've found all kinds of stuff on my little trek, but I haven't found the one thing I really need. Hello, man. Nice to see you again. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I'm doing pretty good. Back up to my zombie shenanigans here. Doing a very targeted loot run, essentially. There is one very specific thing I need to find, and I have not had any luck in finding it. If I want to be prepared for when the power grid gives out, I need to find a book that tells me how to use generators. I have not found that book. Take that. Extra water will never go astray. Same thing with an empty gas can. Yeah, there's certain things that are always great to find in this game. A generator and the means to use it are the two best ones. Because the thing about the generators is that you can move them around, you can refuel them, and you can even repair them without any, like, extra knowledge. But to use them, you need to read a magazine that teaches you how to use generators, and it basically allows you to connect it to the power grid, so that you can actually get your bases up and running again after the power gives out. Which I am getting dangerously close to. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Oh, that actually tells me about a location in Ekron. I better take that. And you can survive in this game without power, it's just hard. Because the only way to get gasoline for your vehicles then, if you want to drive around, is that you need to siphon it out of other cars. See, there's another generator. Oh, I don't even need the book. If I get my electrical skill up to 3, then that'll be good. Then I can use it for that. That's new. So what's my electrical skill at now? 1. I got a ways to go, and I don't get any boosts. Now, see, the good thing is you can boost your electrical skill by dismantling watches. Problem with that is, you need to dismantle a shitload of watches, and I don't think I have, I don't think I have the electrical skill book, which would make that go a lot faster. Alright, so I'm going to put a little map marker down so I know that there's a generator here. I think there's a few places I've seen them now. Remember what I was using for generators. Oh, light bulb. Hanukkah card. But it's like July. Pocket knives are good, I'll take that. Also, what is this? Is that a loom? It is! Oh shit! Alright, that might actually be a decent thing to have sometime too, but... Alright, so I think even though if I want to try to boost my electrical skill, what I should do is every time I find a watch that a zombie is carrying, I should just automatically dismantle it. Oh, thank God. Electrical book. It's going to make things a lot easier. What was that? You did a challenge last night where if you died in the game, you did a shot. Won't be doing those for a while. Surprisingly no hangover, though. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I've toyed with the idea of doing that myself, but then I keep thinking to myself, oh, that's not going to end well. Now, granted, I did do a super long stream of, I think, Yakuza 0 it was, for New Year's Eve a couple of years ago, and I went through 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey by the time I was done. I did have a hangover after I was done with that. So, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff in this place. Okay, I can't fully loot it because I've only got so much room, but I'll take the pipe wrench, I'll take the whetstone, take the box of screws. Oh, hello! Hello, friends! There's so many of them. I mean, not like the absurd number that are down by the Guns Unlimited store, but... Well, at least I know that if I don't find the generator book, I can just grind out my electrical skill and get it that way. Speaking of, let's gather up as many watches as I can. Let's have a little sit and start reading that book. Said you also found the most random game ever. I kid you not. Take a wild guess on what it's called. Hint, made in Japan. Well, I mean, that could be damn near anything in that case, because some of the shit that... I mean, it wouldn't be one of the games in the Cho Anarchy series, would it? Because I think that's like some sort of shooter game that's just a bunch of buff dudes firing lasers or something? I think? It's something like that. Something silly like that. I'm assuming it's not, but, you know, that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. It's a logo that has red, blue, and white. Not gonna lie, still not sure. I mean, Katamari Damacy is also pretty damn weird, but I feel like that's more of a common one. Think drinks. Hmm. What am I doing? Oh, I'm unpacking that. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I can't put that in there. Right. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. Is it like some sort of weird Guitar Hero style thing, except you just have to embrace your... Oh, it's Pepsi Man! Yeah, I'm familiar with Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man. Which is, that is some weird ass promotion right there. I can't remember who, but I did see somebody play that quite some time ago. And it is just as insane as it seems. It was one of those things I was kind of tempted to try out for myself, but I'd have to get my hands on it. I'm getting tired, I'm getting hungry, I may as well check out this house. Oh, you played it without knowing going in what it was? Oh, that's the best way to play it. Heavy duty flashlight. I'll take that. And the duct tape. Look, random corpse. Now, if I was smart, I'd clear out the house before I started cooking this pork chop, but... Wait, did I even take the pork? Yes, I did. "32 shots in, not knowing, and died so much." See, that's always the problem whenever you do a challenge like that, wherein you're like, oh, I'm going to take a shot every time I die. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because one would presume the more you drink, the worse at the game you get, the more you die, the more you drink. One would presume. Always a dangerous proposition. Eat the pork chop. Alright, so what kind of boost do I have on my electrical? 0.9 multiplier is not bad. I gotta finish reading that book, though. In the suitcase, we have some undies. That's good. I guess. I can take the TV remote and dismantle that. Postcard from my old Kentucky home. As well take the matchbook too. The ability to start more fire is always good. Made a rule that if you died twice, you fill the glass. Okay. Indeed. Photograph of a suspicious person. They doing? What are they doing having pictures of me in this house? Handgun case. I'll take that. Oh, also, that watch. Okay, what watch am I? Oh, wait. Yeah, I've got the fancy-ass watch. Anyway, I think I'll have a nap in this room. Before I do, though, let's have a look what we got, what we're working with here. Yeah, what's in the handgun case? Okay, that's not bad. It's stupid loud, though. What's it like in comparison to the one I have? More damage, but less range, probably. Oh, yeah. The range isn't bad, either. Yeah, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is because I don't have any bullets in the other gun I have. Alright, cool, man. Good luck with that, and, hopefully you have yourself a good day. I'm probably gonna stop streaming a little bit myself, though I want to do a little bit more of an exploration before I do. That's not the button I meant to press. Don't really need to keep the handgun case, so I may as well put that back. Yeah, let's put that in here. Take the matchbook. And, let's see now. What's going on with my hand? Alright. Yeah, let's put some of these loose bullets in my fanny packs. Yeah. That's a weird way to hold that gun. Alright, so let's have a little read of this, because that'll give me a good idea where Ekron is. Greens. Good honest worker needed for Greens and Ekron. No teenagers or sass. Just good American hard work. $5 per hour. Overtime will be expected. Training on working the register will be provided if found necessary. Okay, I still got a ways to go before I get to Ekron. It's all the way up there. Follow this road. I should get to it, though. Well, let's make a note that Greens is there. Ekron from Avatar? I don't think it's that Ekron. Though you never know, that might be who the town is named after. You know, this thing that didn't exist until maybe 10 years. 10-ish years after the events of this game. Alright, well, don't need that flyer anymore, so that can go in here. Let me spin on that bed. And let's read this for a little bit before I go to sleep. Gotta get those sweet, sweet experience gains. Screw it, let's read the whole thing. And I will keep the skill book even though I'm finished with it, because you never know. If this character dies, I might start up a new one in the same world. And it'll be handy to have a full complement of skill books on hand. Alright, let's have ourselves a little nap. Get ourselves some delicious toilet water. I'm just going to straight up disassemble these things now to get myself some experience. I don't think I'm going to take the electrical components with me. I do like that they give you a little pop-up now whenever you get a little bit of experience from stuff like this. Because I don't think they used to do that before this update. Yeah, I think I'll hang on to the batteries, but I'll put the scrap electronics and stuff in drawers. Eventually I'll probably come back this way and grab that stuff again, but... So that can go in there. Yeah, I think I'll pop the magnum rounds in there too. I don't necessarily need them right now. Same thing with the battery, and where is that fishing book? There we go. Take that back so I can give a little read of that while I'm cooking. Eventually I need to make a fishing rod so I can start fishing at the river down next to where I'm living. Good way to keep myself fed and, you know, not wasting away. Oops. Turn that shit off. Now, of course, the problem is, I'm starting to get pretty bored and unhappy because I just keep eating random shit like that. Oh, the M9. May as well put that away, too. I don't have any bullets for it. Keep it, though. Same. Looks like there's another shed down there. And I've already checked that one. Alright. Let's give this whole place a looky-loo. See if I can find some more electronics to dismantle. I'd really like it if I could find that goddamn magazine, but we'll see if that's gonna work. Sneak up on this one. I think I can stab it to death if I use this screwdriver. Nope. Honestly, that's a good way to lose the screwdriver too, and I'm gonna want to keep that, so... Hey. Stay down, damn it. Your watch is mine. This looks promising. Plank, wood saw. Oh, there we go. I will take this. Take that. Put on those gloves. There's a whole lot of good stuff up here. Paint! Start huffing paint, I guess, if I get bored. Okay. So there's a lot of decent stuff up here, but not Not what I'm looking for. I will, however, mark on the map that there's a bunch of tools in this area. What can I use to signify that? This hammer. Bam. There appears to be a burn up here. Massive farmland. Nice little burn area. No animals, but nice little burn area. Sound like there's a zombie nearby, though. Box of unlabeled cans of food. I mean, I suppose I could take it, but I'm kind of afraid. Goodies up here, a sack of sand. Whole lot of seed. Now, I got a pile of seeds down by my way, so I don't think I'm going to bother taking these right now. It's good to know they're here, though. Hops! If I want to make beer. Gonna make a note that we got some seeds up here too. There. There's a bunch of rats. No animals but rats. Okay, so far not much luck. A lot of good shit to find, but not the one specific thing that I need. Like I said, at least I know that there's an alternate route to be able to learn how to use that damn generator, but it would be real nice if I could just get the book. I just need the book. With that fishing rod, at the very least, I know I'm going to have a pretty good stockpile of food, providing I get better at fishing. Because fishing isn't always a guarantee that it's going to work either, right? So, okay, so let's put all this in here. All right. I'm getting a bit close to the end of my time here, but I want to go a little bit further. I want to head out a little bit further to see if I can find some... That book be nice. But, at the very least, I want to explore out. Maybe I'll turn around and head back at some point before I stop streaming. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave that for another time. So Ekron is all the way up there. So I just need to keep following this road to get to it. Because going into an actual town, I feel, is probably going to be my best bet. Oh, that battery's starting to run out of charge. That's going to be a problem, too. If I'm not careful, I might actually get stranded up here. The rabbits! I might have to find another battery, scavenge that from somewhere if the charge runs out on this one. Alright, so I think the best way to get to Ekron would be, yeah, let's go right. Oh, that's a tightly packed group. Having themselves a little zombie powwow. Discussing the best ways to crack open a brain pan. Oh. It's the first time I've seen them just randomly eating somebody. Good for them. I better leave the truck going, just in case. Okay, he doesn't have anything on him. Next time I stop somewhere safe, I'm gonna pop the hood and have a look at the battery condition. Must be running out of charge. That's something else I need to find at some point too, a battery charger. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not gonna detour. Deer! You know, if I was smart, I probably just would have just either shot that thing with the Magnum or rammed it with my truck. Extra food. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of farmhouses off to the side here I can probably check out, but unless it's really close to the road, I don't think I'm going to detour from my path too much. Because again, finding either, like, a bookstore or a hardware store, if I'm fortunate enough, I might find an electrical van. Electrical vans seem to spawn generator books rather frequently, so... Honestly, if this foray is not successful, it might be I might just be better off heading back to the house, because I know I've got a stockpile of... It's a lot of grub. And they do have a tool shed. Alright, let's see. But yeah, I've got a stockpile of watches, so I can just spend a pile of time just dismantling watches and boost my skill that way. That's right, everybody. Come to the fence. Walk into the waiting arms of the Batman. No, you don't. It's easy. Take that key. I really gotta get rid of a bunch of these keys, though. I've got way too many of them. And look at that! I'm tired again. Good for me. Yeah, I might be able to get some, that looks like it's a bunch of tomatoes, maybe? Might be able to get some tomatoes from over there. Sounds like there might be some zombies in that house. Maybe upstairs. Yeah, there's one upstairs. Some more logs. Screws. A crucible. Plaster powder. As we'll take that, I guess. Hello, friend. Is my baseball bat holding up? Pretty good. Pretty good. Next time I find a body of water, I should probably clean myself off. I'm getting pretty filthy. Thing is, I don't know that being absolutely dirty matters too much unless you're injured or you've got the trait that makes you really nervy if you're dirty. take that. I don't know if I can still get skill gains, but... Nice lunge. Not gonna help you. I can eat some delicious rotten soup. Let's have a little sat on this thing. Well, it looks like I'm back up to snuff again. Well, yes, I will eat those chips. Well, yes, I will eat that rat poison. No, I should not. Alcohol wipes are handy. Alright, let's have a little gander upstairs. Sounds like the house is still not clear. Oh, I'm starting to lose weight again. I have to gorge myself on whatever happens to be in this house before I go to sleep. Round Rolled by Eloise Gant. What that's supposed to be a reference to. Oh, no, you don't. He almost got me, though. Dr. Werewolf, full moon! This bedroom's probably going to be a good spot to stay for the night. Well, let's go make some grub. Got in here. Yeah, let's make that TV dinner, I guess. It's not the best thing in the world to eat, but it'll do. Brush up on my fishing skill a bit more. Nom nom nom. Dirty old cooked dinner. Not cooked dinner. TV dinner. Cooked dinner is actually not bad. I am now sad because I ate the TV dinner. Also, it didn't really fill me up that much. Let's drink all this chocolate milk too while I'm at it then. Chocolate milk cheered me up. Let's have a little... May as well read one of those comic books or whatever I happen to see kicking around here too, considering my intense boredom. Just put on the friendship bracelet for some insane reason. Let's have a little looky-loo as of what's going on out here, shall we? I better not harvest too many of them because, well, it's not like I've got a lot of room. Oh, one of the watches I'm carrying must have an alarm on it. Tell you what, let's put away these tomatoes. Get something for me to snack on the road. And let's dismantle a bunch of these watches. Eventually I'll dismantle the one that's got the alarm going, no doubt. Let's have a little look at the battery, because I feel like that's probably going to be a problem. Oh yeah, it's running low on charge, that's the issue. Truck's overall still in pretty decent shape, but the charge... So I need to find a, I need to find a battery charger somewhere. Anyway, let's go down the road a little ways more, but pretty soon I might want to head back. And well, like I said, I gotta stop playing this soon. Honestly, I'm beginning to think maybe the other way would have been the easier way to get to Ekron. Like we have a small rural area. See, the insane thing is, it's entirely possible I may have driven by a spot I could get the generator magazine. It's a lot of blood for some reason. There's nothing there, though. It's a ranger truck. There might be some good stuff in that. Let's have a look. Oh, didn't see you there. Wait, do you have something else on you there? Ooh. Beer and cookies. The diet that will shock you. Okay, this thing looks like it's pretty fucked up, but I'm gonna leave the key in there anyway, and let's make a note that it's here on the map. Shotgun. Shotgun. Take the ranger hat, because why the hell not? And we've got a bunch of ammunition. Some more magnum rounds are not bad. 45 auto, I think that goes in the other gun I have. That shit's not gonna go astray. Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to be full up on space anyway, so I'm going to have to go back. Pretty sure I've got one of those shotguns back in the house I first started in as well, but... more weaponry is not going to go astray. It's not like there's anybody else out here who can use it. I wonder when they're going to re-implement multiplayer for Build 42. Not that I've ever played this multiplayer before, but I would like to someday. Yeah, no offshoots. Let's just go on the road. There's a lake over there. Oh, hello. Multi-car pile-up. Card. Connie Pollock. Plastic bag full of plastic bags. Some pretty decent stuff in here. I think I'll leave it for now, though. Smoke bomb? Jar of radishes? Actually, you know what? 'Cause I think I might take that trailer. I have a key to a cabin. What cabin? Is there a cabin nearby? One down that road there. Now, I am basically on my way to Ekron, though. Now, let's head down this road a little ways. Maybe I'll find this cabin apparently she has the key to. Although I might be back down that way past that fence. Now, a bit of a problem, though, with Sunday Driver. The skill I have, that makes it so that I can't go past a certain speed threshold. It makes it harder to, Oh. I accidentally attached the wrong thing. It makes it harder to drag stuff. Now, honestly, I might have to grab that truck and move it out of the way before I can even attach the trailer to this truck. There we go. Now that means I could probably take all the crap out of, I keep making the UI go away. I might be able to take a lot of the stuff out of this now. But I'll at the very least take the cooler. The rest of this stuff is nice, but not, necessary. Okay, bunch of soda in there, that's not bad. I am getting hungry, so I think I should eat some of the tomatoes that are in the back. Still losing weight. Tomatoes aren't going to do much to help me increase weight, though. Oh, I didn't fully put on the dust mask. Okay, no, this trailer is pretty easy to tow. Alright, let's head down this way. Hopefully I'll find a house, or maybe that cabin she had the key to. Oh, here's a place. Place that has at least one zombie in it. Sounds like multiple. Oh yeah, there's a few. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how safe this place is going to be. Bob Ross looking motherfucker. Yeah, I think there was one coming up behind me. Hey, you have returned. Cheez-Its and more half-off Valentine's Day candy in tow. Like you were saying, it's the best thing about any holiday like this. Now, it's so dark here that I have the sneaking suspicion that it's entirely possible the power's gone out. I hope not. A lot of zombies hanging out in this place. No, we're still good. Shit! Oh, fuck! That's it? I'm done. I'm dead. All it takes is one moment of distraction, and you're screwed. Oh, the calamity. Oh my god. All this work for nothing. Shit. Oh, and I lost my glasses too. Perfect. Fucking A. Alright. Just like that. Now you feel bad, these Cheez-Its are forever cursed. Please accept my apology. Oh no. This is how I died. Alright, see, now the question is, am I going to bother, like, carrying on in this world, or am I just going to say this is it? You know what? I think I might carry on in this world, though. Let's see. I'm gonna drive back. I'm gonna drive all the way back to the gas station, and I'm going to have my guy just die down there. That way the next character will be able to, you know... I've had so many close calls with zombies, and that one just came out of nowhere and nabbed me, because I got careless. And that's it, you get careless in this game, you're screwed. And all this, and I still couldn't find the goddamn generator book. What's that? Look at the bright side. Even if your next character only lasts 15 minutes, you're still much better, a much better Zomboid player than you are. No, don't get out. Yeah, I'm almost certainly infected, like... Bites are 100% fatal in the apocalypse settings. If I was scratched, I might have been able to get away with it, but, Anyway, I'm gonna drive all the way back, and I'm gonna leave it there, and, hopefully I don't die before I get there. I think there are mods that put in, like, the ability to heal the infection, if possible. And you can also set it in sandbox settings that bites aren't infectious and that kind of thing. Like, I think with the basic apocalypse settings, bites are 100% fatal and scratches are like maybe 10 to 15% fatal. Or I think it scales depending on how bad of a scratch it is. But you can set it so that only bites are fatal, you can set it that you don't get infected at all. There's a lot of different ways you can screw with it. But yeah, no man, that sucks. All it took was one moment of carelessness. Yeah, we'll get back to the gas station. We'll get back to home. And, I'll see... I thought that was a zombie sprinting across the road just then, but no, that was a deer. I don't have sprinters turned on, thank Christ. I'm not brave enough to do that. Oh my. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm not far. It's not going to take me too much longer to get back. Oh, man. That really bums me out. But like I said, I've got a couple other pre-made characters, so, Now, of course, now the question is, do I want to make an electrician so I don't have to worry about... Like, I don't have an electrician character made, but maybe it wouldn't hurt to have one. Or do I stick with... I think I've got a, I've got a park ranger, a firefighter, a burglar, and a mechanic. All pre-made. Okay, so how bad is it going to be trying to get through here? And you want to know the real sad thing? I finally healed from that stupid burn wound I had from ages ago. Like, that was finally all good. So I was in tip-top again. Oh man, that just sucks. Also, this sucks. Now, if I wanted to be a real hero, I could have had this guy load up and go up there and try to kill as many zombies as he can. But honestly, that's going to be a waste of resources. Because unless I just go up there with a basic weapon. Because any resources I expend trying to clear out the gun store is going to be pointless if I'm not getting any skill gains for it. And I was thinking to myself too, I was like, I should probably stop soon. I was like, no, let's go a little bit further. Let's go a little bit further. And I was going to stop after I cleared out that house and had a little nap, but nope. No fucking sir. But I mean, that's it about this game. This is how you died. And there's a pile of zombies here again now? I had this place cleared out. Actually, let's leave the key in the truck. Alright, you poor dead bastard. I have a clean bandage. I do. Alright. Let's disinfect it. That's gonna work, right? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna have him keel over yet. Wait.
It's enough to get me to the boiling point.
I feel like that was necessary. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave him as is for now. It might be a while until I play Zomboid again because of this. Well, that and I want to, as I said, finish Yakuza before the end of the month. But next time I play, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like... he real tired. I'm gonna have him take a little nap, see if he doesn't die in his sleep. And what's going to happen is I'm just going to send him out with the baseball bat and try to clear out as many zombies around the gas station as I can. And when it looks like he's about to keel over due to the virus or whatever, I'm just going to send him back here, maybe lock him in one of the side rooms downstairs. And then I'm going to, rather than start anew, I am going to start with a new character in this world, and I'm going to find this poor bastard and put him down. Honestly, I think I might just create an electrician character and have them take over, just so I don't have to fuck around finding the generator book. Or grind electrician skills. Either that, or I might, although I think knowledge of generators is a perk you can take, so I don't know, maybe I'll finagle that. I'm not sure, I gotta think on it. But if you happen to stop by for this debacle, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you fine folks will join me again next time. But until then, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great day. So long for now.